Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Monday, June the 6th, 2022. All right, let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm just going to give it a solid 7. Who do we start with first? Let's go to Ridge and Taylor. She again thanks Taylor, excuse me, Ridge and Taylor. Taylor again thanks Ridge for just telling Brooke that they needed some alone time and everything, and he lets her know that he cares about her, and she says, I know you love me, I know, but I know you also need this time to think. Y'all, it was nothing. It was the same thing they've been talking about last week. um she just lets him know how that she cares about him, but she wants him to have the space that he needs to decide what he needs to do. So then she leaves, and we see she goes home to Steffi's, and we see Thomas come over, and she and Thomas sit down and talk, and she said, I was about to text you, and she wants to have dinner with he and Douglas, and then she lets him know that she and Ridge had dinner, and that he actually had Taylor to leave, because he told her that they needed to discuss things and talk and everything. And Ridge and Taylor was making fun of Brooke. I was like, now Taylor, you my girl, but y'all wrong for this. Like, that is her husband. At the end of the day, it is. So y'all could say everything you wanted to talk about Brooke and everything, begging him to come home, but it is her husband, and she has the right to ask him to come home. And so then we see that Thomas says that he thinks his father will choose Taylor because she is security, stability, loyal to him. He feels like his mom is the better woman, and whatever you want to say, um, at this point, I don't really care. I don't really care. They're both fighting over a man like Taylor. At this point, you're fighting over a man that's already married, and um, she tells Thomas that Ridge just needs time to decide. So that's why he's at Eric, and that'll be good for him. So then we see Brooke with Deacon, and she tells Deacon, because Deacon goes on about he can't believe Ridge. Same thing that we talked about Friday. If he had her, he would want to be with her. And that Ridge doesn't deserve her. And she says, I know what I need to do. So then Brooke, she says, I have to go over to Ridge's. And so she goes back over to Eric's place to see Ridge. And he's like, what are you doing here? Not in a bad way, but he's just like, what are you doing here? And she says, I checked it, and I saw Taylor wasn't going to be here. I said, how weird is that? You're, okay. But she says, I love you, and I couldn't let another day go by without telling you I miss you. Sir, ma'am, he knows. This mister knows how you feel about him. You leave it to no opportunity missed to tell him and everything. So anyways, then we see that she just lets him know, I miss you, I love you, I want you at home and everything. And what else did she say? Y'all, it wasn't much. Oh, and she tells him, I'm not gonna let Deacon come to the house anymore. If she said, yes, I did encourage he and Hope to have a relationship, but that's on them now. I should have listened to you when you were uncomfortable with that at first. From now on, I'm gonna be listening to my husband. He tells her, I miss you too. It is what it is. She's gonna let go of her relationship with Deacon because she wants to focus on Ridge. And if he doesn't want her around Deacon, she said, well, darn it, I'm not gonna be around because I want you. Hope is a grown woman. She can have her relationship with her dad. So then, so moving on from them, y'all, we see, Lord, we see Eric and Donna. So actually, let's go to Quinn and Carter. So we see Quinn and Carter at the office, and it's again the same thing. I'm not gonna hold y'all long on this. So they're just talking about, she's telling him how loyal and faithful Eric has been to her. He's forgiven her over what she's done, and he's never held it against her, and she just loves him. And Carter says, that's a lucky man for him to be with you. He's a lucky man. And she says, no, I'm the one who's lucky because he forgave me for what I did with you and everything. And Carter said, yeah, that could have worked out different. He could have fired us both. He could have divorced you. He said, but of course, if that had happened, she says, I love Eric. I should know where Carter was going to go with that. She said, I love Eric. That's it, point blank, and the period. And so, he was like, okay. And so then we see pause on that. So then we see Eric is with Donna, and I said, "Now, Eric, how you gonna tell Donna now that you don't want to be together?" So he's trying to break up with Donna. He telling her, "I'm so conflicted. I'm convicted about what I've been doing. I don't want to keep hurting Quinn. I don't want to keep cheating. I'm gonna let you go." Because she was telling him, "I love you. I want to be with you. Just leave Quinn so you could be happy with me and everything." No, like it's good between us and nobody's like that, and all that kind of stuff. So he tried to break up with her, and then like I guess time goes by, and he tried to break up with her, and time goes by, and then Quinn gets a month as she's talking to Carter. She gets the monitor starts going off on his heart. She said his blood pressure is up, his heart is up, his pulse rate is up. Oh my gosh, something could be going on. And Carter said, "Well, the club not that far away." She said, "Maybe I should go and check on him or whatever." Oh, I hollered. So then we see Eric is in bed with Donna. I said, "Now, Eric, what kind of breakup is this?" And tells Donna, "I'm the worst person at breaking up." He don't want to let her go. So he said, "I just need," she said, "Are you all right?" He said, "I just need to catch my breath." I said, "Catch it. Catch it quick so that monitor can start going down." And Quinn just think you was playing, had a hard game of pickleball, sir. Woo, y'all, this is a mess. It's a bona fide mess. But he doesn't want to let Donna go, but he doesn't want to divorce Quinn. And so it's like, sir, you're gonna have to decide. You're going to have to decide. Like, you can't tell Queen, I don't want to be with you. Well, I don't want to hurt you, and Quinn, I mean, you can't tell Donna, I don't want to hurt you or Quinn. And Donna said, "Well, Quinn is tough, so you better dodge. If you gonna break up with me, or if you gonna tell her what we doing or whatever, you better be careful, because Quinn is a one tough one." But anyways, y'all, that was the bold and the beautiful on today. Um I don't know. It's all getting messy. I don't know if Donna is Quinn is gonna get end up going over there and catching them. The spoilers say that she should go over there, but I don't think it's gonna be right now, because they also say that Carter's going to propose to Paris, and if that's going to happen, it hasn't happened yet, so I don't think she's going to catch him on this one. It's too early in the affair for her to actually catch him, anyways. But anyways, guys, that was the bold and the beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't subscribe, that's okay. I will still be posting these videos, and I will see you next time for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the bold and the beautiful.